it's your girl Nagi here, and I'm back with another video. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be my, I wouldn't want to say opinion, but more so my interaction with each sign in the Zodiac. As you guys know, I like to do my Zodiac skits. I name some of my fake names for my characters, Zodiac names for my story times. Like, I really do like astrology. I'm no way saying I'm a astrological pro. I mean, I've been on my astrology shit before that shit got trendy out of nowhere and fucking, what was it, like beginning of 2018, out of nowhere everybody's trying to find out their natal charts. Like, no, I've been into astrology. My dad was really heavy into astrology, and yeah, it's just always been a really big part of my life. And like, I just want to let you guys know my interpretations as well as my interactions with the different signs. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so for starters, I just want to let everybody know that I am a Gemini. Okay, I have a Gemini sun. My moon is in Aquarius, and I am an Aries rising. Okay, so just letting, there you go, there you go. I'm not about to blast my full fucking chart. Okay, my Mercury is in Taurus. Somebody told me that's an important thing to know. Like, I don't fucking care. But my main things is my sun is in Gemini, I have an Aquarius moon, and I am an Aries rising. So that, just get that out of the way, because a lot of people when they watch my Zodiac skits, they're always like, oh, you must be a Taurus, or oh, you must be a Virgo, you must. And I'm like, no sis, if you read my description with my birthday, okay, you would know that I am a Gemini. So Aries, I do know a few Aries, and honestly I always like them. I always do. I don't know what it is, like, I've always liked them. And like, even when they go through their little anger spats, I've never had an Aries direct their anger towards me before, so I can't speak for that. But I've never had an Aries direct the anger at me, but I've seen it on the outside in, and I just noticed I'm very good at like dealing with it, because I don't try to calm them down. If anything, I try to encourage them to let it the fuck out. And I know some people might be like, oh my god, that's dangerous, but it's like, no, like, sometimes you just need to let shit out, not just be like, go ahead, just do it. Like my friend Vontae, he's an Aries. You know, he's a very cool, laid back guy, like very sociable, very cool. But when he gets upset, it's like 0 to 100, and I just let him, you know, go all out. And then once it simmered down a little bit, I'm like, hey bro, like, you want to talk? Like, what's up? And of course, you know, that's just how I am. I'm like, look, if you got anger, just let it out, let it out. And then, you know, the Gemini in me, hey, you want to talk? You want to talk about it? So yeah. Now for Aries women, do I know an Aries woman? Yes, I do, but I've never seen her mad before either, because we're not like super close. But I've never seen her angry side before, even directed towards another person. But she's very, like, you know, extroverted, very extroverted. She's really cool, again, very social or whatever. But I know the stereotype about Aries is that they're hotheads, but I've never had that heat directed at me. I've seen it to third parties, but it's never been directed at me personally. Taurus. So I really do love Taurus, and it's so weird because it's like we're not compatible whatsoever. Like, Taurus and Gemini are not compatible, like, whatsoever. Like, we're complete opposites. Like, Taurus loves to sit on the couch and, you know, eat snacks and watch TV, and Gemini wants to be at the club. Okay, like, we're complete opposites. But it's so weird because, like, with Taurus women, I just like them so much. I don't know what it is. I think it's just that I want to do this with my hand to describe them. Like, does that make any sense? Like, they're just very, what's the word, rooted, I guess you could say. They're very rooted, still stubborn. Both Taurus men and Taurus women are very stubborn, all of which I've met in my life. Like, they're very stubborn. But yeah, I just really like that they're so responsible. They think a few steps ahead. Like, they're very cause and effect minded. Like, well, if I do this, then this might happen. Like, they're very responsible. Yeah, both of my two best friends that I've known since I was like 9, you know, they're both Taurus women. I really like Taurus women. My boyfriend's mom is a Taurus also, and I get along with her. I'm trying to think, who else is a Taurus woman that I know? I don't know. I think that might be about it. But I get along with Taurus women a lot, like a lot. Now, Taurus men, I can be good friends with Taurus men. I have dated a Taurus male for 3 years, and it sucked because we were so different, like so different. And like, but he was so stubborn and he would not let the fucking relationship go. Like, I had to go through so much to get that relationship to be over. Like, it was a lot. And then even when I moved on, he still didn't believe I moved on, just like super stubborn. I always wanted to go out and do stuff. He never wanted to go out and do anything. Just, I don't know. And like, I don't know if it was just him in particular, because I do know another Taurus guy who isn't like this, but he was also very like lackluster, like emotionally. Like he wasn't really like, you know, I don't know, because my other Taurus guy friend is very goofy, very, you know, if that makes any sense, like super goofy. He gets emotional. But my ex, who is a Taurus male, I don't know, maybe that just might be situational, but the stubbornness is so much more intense with the Taurus men. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get it, because you know, my Taurus girlfriends, you know, like they'll probably do little things that they're not gonna let go or something like that, but it's mainly like from pain, like, and it's kind of like a little grudge issue that they have with the women. But with the dudes, it's kind of like, no, this is the way it's gonna be, blah blah blah. Like it's just too much. It's too much for me. Like I can be friends with them, but that's about it. Like that's it. Okay, Geminis. Now, as a Gemini, I will wholeheartedly say that it is very hit or miss for me. It's very hit or miss for me, because it's like, people have this conception of Geminis being two-faced, but in reality, we are very, very, very loyal. So it's like, we protect our loyalty like nobody's business, because that shit can really kill, like it could backfire on you. Like I like to make this joke, I retweeted it on Twitter, that it was a tweet that was like, Geminis are just boneless Virgos, because that's kind of true. Like Virgo and Gemini are both under Mercury or whatever. Virgo is very like tough, you know, and Geminis come off very tough, very intimidating, but we're just fucking mush on the inside. Like we're an air sign, we're fucking mush. Like, so we have really strong loyalty, even though people think we're two-faced just because there's two sides of us. Now, what the thing with Geminis is, one side's more dominant than the other, okay? I've met Geminis whose devil overpowered their angel, and I just don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it, because we all have these traits within us, but they come out more than others. Like me, my Gemini trait, you know, I'm very loyal, I'm very communicative, I'm very sociable. But the bad traits, manipulation, silver tongue, we are not like, we'll be loyal to people who we think deserve loyalty. So if you're just a fuck buddy but you think we're in a relationship, we gonna fuck on you, we gonna cheat on you. Like that's just what it is. So I have met some Geminis that like I click with really fucking hard, because it's like a mirror image of myself, and they're just very like I feel more okay opening up, because I know they also have that loyalty complex. Like if I get close to you, I know that you will be like a total ride or die for me, just like how I would be a ride or die for you. But I've also come in contact with those other Geminis whose devil is a little bit bigger, and that manipulation is a little bit bigger on their part. And they know just from me being a Gemini that there's that loyalty they could, you know, fuck with. So it's like, it's very hit or miss for me. It's very hit or miss for me with other Geminis. It really is. My boyfriend is a Gemini, but he was born in May. I'm born in the first week of June. I've noticed, and I don't know, this may just be me, but I've noticed the majority of the Geminis that I notice have like that, the devil is stronger than the angel, are like late June babies. Like when you got late May, early June, I've noticed that it's like, it's a whole new vibe. Like the majority of my Gemini friends are born like June 7th, June 10th, June the 3rd, like, or May 25th, May 30th. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, those are like the Geminis that I notice have the bigger angel on their side. And then usually the late June gems are kind of June 13, 14. Like, that's just me though. That's just my life and my experience of other Geminis I come in contact with. And of course, I'm going more in depth on Gemini because I am one. And all my Geminis out there, if you're like tired of Gemini slander, like just know the only reason why people slander Geminis is because they don't get us. They don't know what side they're gonna get from us. They may have dealt with that devil side with somebody else, and then they come to you who you're an angel, but they bring the devil out of you, and now all of a sudden you were the devil the whole time. So it's just like, people just don't get us, basically. People don't like feeling played. People don't like being in the gray. People don't like not knowing who they're gonna get on what day. And that's just what it is. People are afraid of uncertainty. So fuck all the Gemini hate. All right, Cancer. I've only known one Cancer my whole life, and no, I actually knew two. Ew, I knew two. I only say ill because that one person is just ill, but they were both Cancer males. I do not recall if I know any Cancer women. I don't think I have. I knew a Gemini Cancer cusp, and she was just a hot ass mess because it was like she was trying so hard to be that devil Gemini, but it's like, girl, you cry every fucking day. Like, you cry every fucking day, and you get drunk every fucking day, like, and you be crying, but you trying to be all in people's face, like you trying to do the caricature of what a Gemini would be. So cusp are weird. Cusp are super weird. Cusp are weird as shit. But I've only known 2 Cancer men, and they're both pretty similar, to be honest. Just very goofy. Just, that's the only way I can describe it. Just like goofy. Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, you a goofy ass dude. No, I mean like literally Goofy from Disney. That's what is a Cancer, okay? It's just yuck. Like, you're just a fucking Cancer, like, because you're just like gullible, loving hard as hell. You don't know what you want. Both of these dudes share this characteristic. Like, you don't know what you want, but you know you want something. Super gullible. You're ready to love and ready to love hard. You'll risk anything for the person you love. Like, even if they dump you, you're still gonna be like, that was my bitch, or like, you know what I'm saying? That's, both of these dudes share that trait. The Cancer was my roommate. That's vegan from the story times that I do. He's a cool dude. Like, he's actually a cool dude. I don't have any regrets. He's a cool guy. It's just he wears his emotions on his sleeve. That's all I can say. Leo. Okay, so Leos, I actually like Leos a lot. I really do. I like male Leos a lot. Actually, no, I have met a female Leo and I did like her too. So I guess I just like Leos in general. I just like that they're very confident. Like, I'm attracted to confidence. I love extrovertedness and stuff. Like, I don't know. There's just something really attractive about confidence. I just really, really like. And I just love that they're just not afraid to be themselves. They're very unapologetic. They're just here, you know, like, I've known 2 Leo guys. I dated one of the Leo guys, and at first it was really hard dating him because he was kind of like overly confident to the point where he was trying to tear me down, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. If that makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, that was going on. And then the female Leo I met was actually at one of my jobs that I had, and she was super cool. Super laid back chick. She was also very confident, but underneath she was hurt. Like, she had some shit going on, but she was also an older woman. Like, she was like, what, like 27, 28, maybe even 29. So like that was a more experienced Leo. I almost said Virgo. That's a more experienced Leo that I had met. So she was a little bit different from those little, you know, like pompous, confident, you know, ass younger Leos that I knew in my age group. So she still had that confidence, but it was a little bit more subtle. And she also came off like she had some baggage going on that she was using the confidence to mask up. Virgos. Okay, so I know a Virgo guy and I know a Virgo lady, and the Virgo guy was my favorite. He was super cool. Like, he was super funny. Me and him would bounce off of each other all the time. Like, super cool. But he was so fucking emotional. He was so emotional, and like, it would be over things that don't make any fucking sense. Like, we worked together too. He was one of my coworkers, and we were like super cool. Like, I'm talking, we would go on lunch breaks together and stuff. Like, he was super, like, outside of the job, like, we would get in the car and go on lunch breaks and shit. Like, he was super cool, but he would get so emotional, and like, it's like you wouldn't even know if he was mad at you or not because he just wouldn't say shit. You could go to lunch and get a sandwich and then give everybody on the team a sandwich, but he was in the bathroom and nobody knew, and then he would come back to his desk and he wouldn't have a sandwich. He would be pissed at you for a week. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even fucking know. And then, you know, finally somebody like me, hey, what's going on? Oh, I don't know. How did your sandwich taste? And I'm, what? Like, that's just how he was. Like, I don't know if all male Virgos are like that, but that's the only Virgo male that I'd ever met. Like, super cool to be with, but when you hurt his feelings, you might as well have stabbed him in the back. Like, it's over. A woman Virgo that I met was very hard to understand. I did not understand her one bit. Oh, but my one of my best friend's girlfriend is also a Virgo, and she's cool too. I get her more than the Virgo I was talking about before. The Virgo I was talking about before was one of my ex's moms. I did not get her whatsoever. Like, she would give off like this like weird vibe and then tell my boyfriends stuff to tell me instead of telling me. Like, she would be like, hey, can you tell Naja XYZ? And then he would come up to me and be like, hey, my mom said XYZ. And I'm like, you know, me being a Gemini, I'm very communicative. So I'm like, bitch, why don't you talk to me? Like, why don't you talk to me? Like, why are you talking to him to talk to me? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And then, like, whenever I would be around her and it would just be us two, she wouldn't talk. So I'm like, and then when I would try to start a conversation, she would be very short with me. So I'm like, sis, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. We gotta break up because, you know, I can't see her at the altar with my family, so we gotta go. And my friend's current girlfriend, who is a Virgo, it's like they're like similar to like when you get a new cat. Like, if you get a new cat, okay, when you get a new cat, you know, they don't know their surroundings. They're very independent beings. They don't know what's going on. They don't trust you, blah blah blah. But then after like day 3 of being with the cat, they might rub on your leg a little bit, you know. They might, you know, sit with you on the couch or whatever, but they're still not gonna let you hold them. But you get what I'm saying? That's how Virgos are. That's how my friend's girlfriend is. Like, you have to like ease on in there, and you know, and then, you know, it's just like a cat. If you leave a cat in the apartment for a few days and then you come back, like, they might not fuck with you as much. It's just I don't know. That's just my analogy. Virgos are cats. that's just what we're gonna say now. Libra. So I really do like Libras a lot. I'm very compatible with Libras. I fuck with them real heavy. I like them a lot. The only thing I wish I could change about Libras is the whole judgmental thing. Like, that shit just bothers me, only because I'm such a like go with the flow ass person. Like, every Libra I've met has always been very critical, and not just of me but just of others as well. Like, I'll be hanging out with them and they'll say something about somebody else that's like a little bit critical, and I'll be like, damn, Brad, like, who are you to tell them that? Like, I've noticed that female Libras have more of like a masculine energy or whatever, so they're a little bit more on the masculine side when it comes to things, a little bit more dominating, and like male Libras are a little bit more feminine when they come off on certain things. Like, those are the type of guys that might bring you flowers or take you out on a date, or like a fancy date, okay, like take you to Red Lobster, okay, like just stuff like that. Yeah, I really like Libras. I did have a bad experience with one Libra, but it was mainly because of the whole passive aggression thing, because that's another thing that Libras will do, is like, you'll hurt their feelings on Monday and then they'll tell you Monday next year on like the month of July. Like, and you'll be just blown out the water, like, damn, I did not know. Like, they'll hold the fuck out of some grudges, and I'm very, like, Geminis are very forgiving, and it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, it could either be your downfall, it could be something you can embrace as a good trait, because there are some unfortunate people out there who can hold a grudge till they fucking die, and they only hurting themselves and not hurting nobody else. So that was the only thing really messed with me and another Libra's relationship, was that they were very passive aggressive and would hold grudges about things when they didn't even try to come to me to correct it. But you gotta also know that this was a young Libra, because I was also friends in college with the older Libra. I think I was like 19 and this Libra was like 25, 26. And she had all the Libra traits, but whenever something was going on, she would always sit somebody down and be like, hey, like, this is what's going on, I just want to tell you before I work myself up and get upset. Like, so I feel like a lot of the stereotypical things that people give to the signs also have to do with age. My brother is a male Libra, so yeah, gotta love him regardless, you know. Scorpio. So I had a roommate that was a Scorpio, and he was cool, but the whole time he was doing a front of being one way, and then out of nowhere he was another way, and then just dipped the whole situation. Like, he literally was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be your roommate. And then when he noticed that I just wanted to be roommates and I didn't want to smash, and I told him from the get-go I didn't want to smash, he was like, yeah, so I don't want to be roommates. By the way, I have a moving truck downstairs. And he just dipped, and I never saw him again. He tried to hit me up on Facebook though, and I was like, sir, you left me in the middle of the month with no fucking rent. Like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not. What are you doing? So yeah, that was the guy Scorpio I knew. And then I actually knew a Scorpio couple, like a Scorpio boy and a Scorpio girl, back like late years of high school, and they were cool also. I really did like the Scorpio girl. It's just I always felt like something was like missing. Like, again, just not opening up, not showing like the true self. Like, just something was missing. But that's just me, okay? If you're a Scorpio, don't get mad at me. We might have a different relationship. Sagittarius. Now, I have never met a Sagittarius man ever. I've never met one, so I'm sorry. I've never met one of y'all. I don't even think y'all exist. Is there such thing as Sagittarius men? I don't know. But honestly, a lot of Sagittarius don't like me. They don't like me because I'm the complete opposite of them. I am not orderly. I do not care what people think about me. Like, I don't know. And I know like Sagittarius can turn up. I know they can, but it's just like, I'm on turn up 24/7. I can turn up whenever. I don't care who's looking at me, where I'm at, what I'm doing. Like, I don't care. I know there was one Sagittarius I knew in high school. She was super cool and we got along so well that I didn't even believe she was a Sagittarius. Like, we got along really, really well. My mom is a Sagittarius. Enough said. Capricorn. So I know a boy Capricorn and I knew 2 girl Capricorns. Now the boy Capricorn he was cool, but like he was just an open book. Like, he was very easy to read, very goofy, didn't really take stuff seriously. Like, I don't know. That's all on him. The girl Capricorns, however, are completely different. Very hardworking, very independent, very driven. Both of them. And they were both so different. Like, one was a really artsy girl. She's still artsy to this day. She moved to Atlanta. And I'm still cool with her. She moved to Atlanta. She does film and stuff like that. The other girl wanted to be like a nurse or something. But they had like similar characteristics. Like, very driven and independent. Aquarius. So I love Aquarius a lot. I really do. My dad is an Aquarius. He is like my favorite Aquarius in the whole wide world. Okay, that is like, okay. I'm trying to think if I know any female Aquarius. I know one female Aquarius that was introduced to me by my Taurus friend, and like it made me think of why a Taurus would hang out with a Gemini and an Aquarius. And I'm like, probably to bring out that, you know, that in you, because I know, because she would go to clubs and stuff. Like, my Taurus friend, she'll go to clubs, but she won't go like with just her and her Virgo significant other. My Taurus friend and her Virgo girlfriend will only go out if it's with other people. And who does she surround herself with? Air signs all the time. She has another Gemini friend too. She has an Aquarius friend. Like, we just bring the party out of people. So it just started to make sense. And when I hung out with that girl, we only hung out one time and we immediately like clicked. Like, immediately, like as if I've known her for years. We just clicked. So yeah, she's cool. And last but not least, Pisces. So I'm pretty sure you guys think that like from my story times and shit that I might like hate Pisces. I don't hate Pisces. And I know for some of y'all probably thought that I hate Leos. I don't hate all Leos. I don't hate all Pisces. I don't hate all Libras. One person cannot deter my opinion of a group. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of those people who get, you know, hurt by one sign and now I'm fuck this sign for the rest of my life. Like, that's juvenile and petty. So, you know, I really do like Pisces. My grandma's a Pisces and she's my best friend. She's very emotional, very, very fucking emotional, and sometimes it can get overwhelming because like I can't show my emotions around them because they need to be pouring out all the fucking time. So it does get a little bit exhausting because it's like, God forbid I say I need to cry for a bit, you know. I met a guy Pisces before as well, and I really liked him a lot, but it was just the wrong place at the wrong time because he was, you know, but it was wrong place at the wrong time. I was in a relationship at the time and he was going into the Air Force. Like, it wasn't gonna work anyway, but he was really cool. He was a really cool guy. He was very creative and stuff, but he did end up fucking my friend, and that's not cool. That's another thing about y'all Pisces. Y'all just be going with the wind, or excuse me, going with the flow. Y'all just go with the flow and do whatever y'all want to do. If you're not tied down, then it's free game. That's just how y'all roll. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am not trying to be no natal chart guru ass bitch. I am not that, okay? I'm just speaking from my life experiences, and I would love to hear about yours in the comments. Did I hit any of you guys spot on, or do you know anybody that fits the descriptions? I would love to hear about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!